right back at you again, and I have an exclusive today. We got M.O.B. Dex, M.O.B. Dex, M.O.B. Dex, and I would be remiss if I did not say rest in peace to M.O.B. Dex. Alright, now we got that out the way, definitely come down and hit that subscribe button, man, and turn your notification bells on as we do go live now. I do premiere some of these videos, so the only way to catch me is to catch those lives. Turn your notification bell on. That way you get all the notifications that I send through. They're all valuable. Every post that I post, I feel adds some type of value to you as the subscriber, so you definitely want to have your notifications on. All right, and we're doing this one today on M.O.B. Dex because if you see here, today is the anniversary of his death day, so this is why we're going to read this one today. But hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. That is imperative to get my video out to new people and potential subscribers, which I need for my channel to grow. We're on the road to shoot 5K, then 10K, and so forth, 100K. You know, we got I have long-term, I gotta stop saying we when it's just me, has long-term goals for this channel. So thank you for sticking through this, man. All right, we're jumping into this now. Enough rambling. All right. This is a Chicago Police Department original case incident report. The code is 0110, and we know that to be a homicide and a first-degree murder. The occurrence date was May 6, 2020, 11:27 hours. Victim individual, DeQuarion Goodwin, V. He was a male, black, 5'7", 153 pounds, brown eyes, black hair, dark brown complexion, age 23. We have one witness, which was a male, black, 5'10" to 6 feet, 240 to 270 pounds, brown eyes, medium brown complexion. All right, then we have a person discovering the individual, and it was a male, black, and no age is listed. Injuries. Injury info for DeQuarion Goodwin is CFD first aid given is yes. Injury extent is fatal. All right. Type gunshot wound, firearm unknown. All right, and there were no injuries to the witness and the person discovering. So we get down to the suspect number one, a male, black, 5'10" to 6 feet, unknown hair, short hairstyle, black jacket, blue stonewashed jeans. All right, we're at the narrative. This is a BWC incident. In summary, responding officers were dispatched to the 5600 block of Indiana Avenue for a shot spot or alert of 3 shots fired. Arrival. Responding officers canvassed the area of the 5500 and 5600 block of Indiana Avenue on foot. Responding officers spoke redacted the witness, who observed 2 male ones casually walking northbound on Indiana Avenue, then entered into the rear of a white Dodge SUV with a partial Illinois license plate, redacted. The witness also relayed that one of the offenders was a male one approximately 5'10" to 6 feet in height, wearing a black jacket, blue stonewashed jeans, holding a firearm. The witness did not get a description of the second offender. While continuing to tour the area, responding officers were waved down by redacted, who observed an unknown body laying face down in the vacant lot next door to his home. Responding officers relocated to the area. Redacted was pointing and responding officers observed said body. Responding officers requested EMS. EMS number 1 and fire engine number 51 arrived on scene at 1200 hours and rendered aid. EMS number 1 paramedics attached medical equipment and relayed to responding officers that there was no signs of life. Violent crimes evangelists beat officers and at the time of the deceased, news affairs were there, and so forth. All right. The next document we have is a case supplementary report. It is an exceptionally cleared, open, other exceptional report. We have victim listed, DeQuarion Goodwin, male, black, 23 years of age, 5'7", 153 pounds. We have offender listed, a Jamal Moore, male, black, 27 years of age. Organization, Gangster Disciples. Second suspect is unknown, male, black, 20 to 29 years of age, 5 feet 11, 6 feet, 5 feet 11 to 6 feet, unknown hair, short hairstyle. All right. And he was wearing a black jacket and stonewashed jeans. All right. Location. Method code is person shot. Witnesses are listed. We have an investigation. Area 1 violent crime supplementary report clear open exceptionally. Victim 1 Dequarion Goodwin, male, black, 23. Criminal history, total arrests 4, 3 felonies, 0 misdemeanors, 2. Total convictions is 2. In custody, a 1 Jamal Moore, male, black, 27. Gang affiliation, Gangster Disciples. Criminal history, total arrests 10. 5 felonies, 2 misdemeanors, total convictions 5. All right. And we have arresting officers redacted, charges released without charging. We have a wanted male, black, 20s, 5 feet 11 to 6 feet tall, with a low haircut and wearing a black jacket and stonewashed blue jeans. 2 male, black, NFI. Injuries: a through and through gunshot wound entered the victim's upper left chest and exited his right back. 2. A through and through gunshot wound entered the victim's inner right wrist and exited his outer right wrist. Taken to Cook County Medical Examiner's Office via Allied Removal Services. Weapon: an unknown semi-automatic handgun capable of firing .40 caliber ammunition. All right. And we have a manner and motive, or a weather and lighting at the time of the homicide was sunny and bright, approximately 55 degrees with natural lighting. The victim was walking through a vacant lot when unknown offenders shot the victim, and the motive is unknown at this time of this report. All right, we have identified by redacted. We have a vehicle used, a white 2018 Dodge Journey. We have evidence listed here: recordings, audio, visual, some narcotic drug, 1 small clear Ziploc bag containing a green leafy substance, suspect cannabis. All right. A lot of evidence they had to log. We'll get it down to some witnesses here in the document. These are circumstantial witnesses. Statements: they made none. Interviewed: see witnesses. Investigation: read this report in conjunction with all reports generated under records division number listed. This report summarizes collected information from various sources and should not be considered a verbatim statement or an all-encompassing account. The different timestamps referenced in this report were compiled from numerous sources and were not synchronized. On May 6, 2020, Sergeant Roney of Area Central Violent Crimes assigned the reporting detective to a shooting near 56th in Indiana. The reporting detective learned an individual had sustained gunshot wounds and 02nd District personnel had secured a crime scene. The reporting detective and assisting detectives traveled to the crime scene and upon arrival observed police personnel on the 5500 block of South Indiana in a vacant lot. The reporting detective observed the crime scene was just west of Indiana and on a one-way street that ran northbound and consisted primarily of residential structures and vacant lots. Michigan Avenue, the street directly to the west, ran southbound and consisted mainly of residential structures and vacant lots. The main road directly north of the crime scene was Garfield Boulevard, which ran east-west and consisted mainly of retail establishments and residential structures. The street immediately to the south was 56th Street, which ran east-west and was primarily residential. The reporting detective observed crime scene tape that secured a portion of the vacant lot between Michigan and Indiana at 5536 South Indiana. The reporting detective learned from assisting detectives and 02nd Detective personnel that the victim, now known as Dequarion Goodwin, was discovered after officers responded to a shots fired dispatch in the area. Upon the arrival of 02nd District officers, redacted directed officers to Goodwin's body. High grass in a vacant lot partially concealed Goodwin's remains. The reporting detective also learned from Sergeant Bacon the offenders had exited a white minivan on Indiana and shot the victim and re-entered the van before fleeing the scene. Sergeant Bacon related he received said information redacted. Sergeant Roney informed the reporting detective that members of the Area Central ATC team were on their way to the scene and would be recovering any usable video surveillance footage from the immediate area of the incident. Reporting detectives also learned that ShotSpotter had captured 3 gunshots at 11:27 hours. The reporting detectives walked through the scene and observed Goodwin lying face down with his head facing westbound and his feet facing eastbound. Goodwin was wearing a black skull cap and a black hooded sweatshirt over a red hooded sweatshirt, a red, white, blue polo style shirt, black jeans with a black belt, light blue boxer shorts, white socks, and black Nike Air Max shoes. Goodwin had a medical adhesive attached to his left lower leg and on his right wrist. The reporting detective observed that the suspected blood had saturated the back of Goodwin's sweatshirt, corresponding with a gunshot wound to Goodwin's right back area. Upon turning Goodwin's body over, the reporting detective observed a medical mask covering a portion of Goodwin's face. Additionally, the reporting detective found an apparent bullet hole in the front of Goodwin's sweatshirts and polo shirt, corresponding with the gunshot wound to Goodwin's left upper chest area. Goodwin had also sustained apparent gunshot wound to his right wrist. Goodwin had multiple tattoos on his body, including but not limited to the word monster on his neck and a face on his chest. The reporting detectives observed a rose gold colored Apple iPhone covered with a black case decorated with various emblems a few feet from Goodwin's body. Finally, reporting detectives noted an expended .40 cartridge casing in the grass of the east side of the vacant lot that evidence technicians found utilizing a metal detector. The reporting detective spoke with evidence technician Garcia and evidence technician Fieni from the Forensic Services section regarding the crime scene processing. Please refer to the crime scene processing report for a complete list of items recovered and photographed. Additionally, evidence technicians recovered the Apple iPhone discovered on scene and turned it over to the assigned detectives. The reporting detectives redacted while on scene and notified them of Goodwin's death. Additionally, the reporting detective redacted with contact information, redacted to call the reporting detective, redacted had any questions, concerns, or information. Detectives and members of Area 1 ATC team conducted a canvass for video surveillance equipment within the immediate vicinity of the crime scene. The assigned personnel ultimately discovered video surveillance equipment at numerous locations, including but not limited to, redacted. The Area 1 ATC team subsequently downloaded the relevant footage from the previously listed locations. However, additionally, the structures at redacted were not accessible. Please refer to the supplementary report generated by a member of the ATC team for further details regarding successful video recovery and retrieval attempts. In addition to a video search, the reporting detectives conducted a canvass for possible witnesses. The reporting detective documented the results of that canvass in an additional supplementary report. Detective DeJesus said Detective Moreso interview redacted. The following account provided redacted should be considered a summary only and not a verbatim statement. Redacted related he heard multiple gunshots. Redacted observed a DHL delivery van and another occupied parked vehicle on Indiana. Redacted those vehicles were possibly uninvolved. Redacted observed the victim lying in the grass. Redacted approximately 30 to 40 minutes had passed from when he heard the gunshots to when he discovered the victim. Redacted then directed the responding officers to the victim's body. Detective DeJesus and Detective Moreso also interviewed redacted. The following account provided redacted should be considered a summary only and not a verbatim statement. Redacted, he heard gunshots, looked out of his window, and observed a black male running northbound on Indiana from the vacant lot. Redacted, the black male as dark-skinned, with short hair, wearing a white t-shirt, blue jeans, and a mask. Black male entered a white SUV parked. Redacted related he did not observe damage or tents on the SUV. Detective Reef interview redacted. The following account provided redacted should be considered a summary only and not a verbatim statement. Redacted heard 4 to 5 gunshots while working at his desk. Redacted described observing 2 unknown black males running northbound on Indiana. Redacted saw the same 2 black males running to a waiting white Dodge Journey parked just north. Redacted, the first suspect as a black male, approximately 20 years old, 5 feet 11 to 6 feet tall, with a low haircut, wearing a black jacket and stonewashed jeans. Redacted Related, the first subject was armed with a black gun in his right hand and entered the rear driver's side of the white Dodge Journey. Redacted, the second offender, who got into the back passenger side of the vehicle. Redacted related, the white Dodge Journey fled northbound on Indiana. Redacted stated he called 911 at 11:27 hours. Upon returning to Area Central, assigned detectives and the Area 1 Technology Center personnel conducted additional research to the white Dodge Journey mentioned by witnesses. As a result, the reporting detective learned from ATC personnel that pod number 7304, located at 201 East Garfield Boulevard, had captured a white Dodge Journey with noticeable damage on the rear passenger bumper northbound on Indiana at 11:27:07 hours. Camera time. The white Dodge proceeded through the intersection and went westbound on Garfield Boulevard. Redacted, by CPD personnel near the location of the murder, the reporting detective discovered Chicago police officers conducted a traffic stop of a white Dodge Journey bearing Illinois license plate. Redacted. During the stop, officers learned the driver of said Dodge Journey was an individual named Jamal Moore. Redacted. Assigned detectives then searched a Chicago Police Department license plate reader database, redacted, and discovered numerous license plate readers throughout the city had captured the Dodge Journey on multiple dates. Assigned detectives compared the LPR images of the Dodge Journey to the surveillance footage from pod number 7304 and discovered the Dodge Journey appeared identical in make, model, color, trim, details, rims, and rear passenger side bumper damage. Redacted was the registered owner of the Dodge Journey. On May 8, 2020, redacted officers stopped Jamal Moore Dodge Journey bearing Illinois license plate. Redacted. Document redacted. Captured Moore wearing a distinctive red and black jacket with a large fur collar. 4 receipts were recovered from the vehicle and inventoried under number 147-01841. On May 8, 2020, the reporting detectives sought assistance from Detective Hill of the Chicago Police Department's SOMEX team. Detective Hill was able to identify 3 Facebook accounts utilized by Jamal Moore based on user posts of an individual who strongly resembled Jamal Moore's IDOC photograph. As a result, preservation request number listed was sent to the custodian of records at Facebook, requesting the accounts and all of the contents of Facebook user redacted be preserved pending the issuance of a warrant. On May 12, 2020, the reporting detectives and Detective DeJesus conducted a further review of Chicago Police Department pod cameras, specifically pod number 9182 and number 7757, located near 62nd and Martin Luther King Drive, and pod number 9175 and pod number 7306, located at 61st and Martin Luther King Drive. Detective DeJesus discovered the Dodge Journey bearing Illinois redacted traveled southbound on Martin Luther King Drive at 11:01 hours, approximately 25 minutes before the murder. POD number 9175, a license plate reader, captured the Dodge Journey license plate as it proceeded southbound on King Drive. Detective DeJesus also noted video surveillance footage from pod number 7757 revealed the driver of the Dodge Journey appeared to be a black individual wearing a red and black jacket with a fur collar. Said jacket seemed identical to the coat worn by Moore the day after the murder, which was captured by Chicago Police Department body-worn cameras. On May 30th, 2020, the reporting detective obtained redacted signed by a Cook County judge in good standing for the 3 previously listed Facebook accounts associated with Jamal Moore. The reporting detective subsequently provided Facebook with the warrant. On July 6, 2020, the reporting detective received the requested data from Facebook and reviewed all 3 accounts. A search of the unified messages revealed Moore had provided redacted as his cellular phone number to unidentified individuals hours before the murder and the following day. The reporting detective also discovered that redacted was a verified phone number associated with Moore's Facebook account and the Sprint network. On July 24, 2020, the reporting detective obtained redacted, signed by a Cook County judge in good standing for all records regarding the Sprint account of cellular phone number redacted between May 4, 2020 and May 8, 2020. The reporting detective received the requested information on a later date, and Detective Potter reviewed the content. The cellular phone location data for Jamal Moore was consistent with the movement of the Dodge Journey throughout the day of May 6, 2020. Recorded surveillance footage and LPR reads of the Dodge Journey mirrored Moore's cellular phone location data at multiple locations on the day of the murder. For further information regarding the Sprint records and the Geo video timing advance, video redacted, refer to inventory number listed. On May 14, 2020, the reporting detective redacted a potential witness via telephone. The following account should be considered a summary and not a verbatim statement. Redacted. Heard gunshots and positioned himself between cars while ducking down. Redacted got back into his vehicle and stayed there until police arrived shortly after. Redacted. He heard the gunshots but did not see the shooting. On January 19, 2021, the reporting detectives interviewed Redacted, a potential witness, via telephone. The following account should be considered a summary and not a verbatim statement. Redacted. Victim's phone rang, at which time the victim said, "If something happens to me, my friends did it." Redacted. He heard gunshots shortly after the victim walked away. Redacted. He went looking for the victim, but could find him because the grass in the vacant lot was so high. Redacted could not provide any further information. On May 13, 2021, Redacted arrested Jamal Moore at 5926 West 63rd Place, Beat 0843, transported Moore to Area 1 Detective Division. Arresting officer placed Moore in the interview room number 6 with electronic recording interrogation equipment activated. The reporting detective informed Moore of his Miranda rights at 17:01 hours ERI time. While in the presence of Detective Reef, Moore stated he understood his rights, at which time Moore knowingly and willingly provided the following account, which should be considered a summary and not a verbatim statement. For the complete version, refer to the electronic recorded interrogation. Moore stated his current phone number was redacted but appeared uncertain. Moore then said his current phone number was redacted but did not supply the last 4 digits. Moore said he could not remember how long he had the redacted phone number. Moore said he had Facebook accounts but would not provide the monikers. At 17:06 hours, Moore said he did not want to answer any more questions without the presence of his attorney. The reporting detectives ended the interrogation and offered Moore food, water, and a chance to use the bathroom before leaving the room. On May 14, 2021, the reporting detectives notified the Felony Review Section of the Cook County State's Attorney's Office and briefed Assistant State's Attorney Ben Williams on the progress of the investigation. ASA Williams reviewed the case and CI'd the investigation pending further interviews. On May 14, 2021, Detective Reef and the reporting detective traveled Redacted as requested by Felony Review. Redacted stated the same account as previously provided during the original canvass. The reporting detectives presented Redacted with a video still of the Dodge Journey driven by Moore. Redacted positively identified the van as the vehicle he observed 2 offenders enter after the murder. However, Redacted stated he never saw the driver. On May 14, 2021, Assistant State's Attorney Ben Williams rejected charges against Jamal Moore at 1600 hours due to the inability to prove accountability. During the investigation, reported detectives identified the offender's vehicle, a white Dodge Journey bearing Illinois license plate. Redacted further investigation revealed Jamal Moore, Redacted, utilized her Dodge Journey on several occasions. Redacted. The reporting detectives learned Moore had 3 Facebook accounts and obtained search warrants for each one. A review of said accounts revealed Moore posted a comment the day after the murder, potentially referencing the murder of Goodwin. Moore posted, "MFers love coming on my block and on that op. Now look. And F the ops and they dead homies." Wow. The reporting detective also obtained Moore's cellular phone number while researching his Facebook accounts. The reporting detective obtained a search warrant for Moore's cellular number, redacted, and received the location data. Moore's cellular phone location data was consistent with the movement of the Dodge Journey on May 6, 2020, and placed Moore near the murder at the time of the shot spotter notification. Additionally, video surveillance footage recovered by investigators corroborated that on May 6, 2020, Jamal Moore was operating said Dodge Journey. The reporting detective contends that this investigation has proven to the satisfaction of the Chicago Police Department that Jamal Moore and other unidentified co-offenders participated in the murder of DeQuarion Goodwin. The reporting detectives request that this case be classified as clear to open exceptionally at this time due to the declination to prosecute Jamal Moore by the Cook County State's Attorney's Office. This investigation should be considered clear, open, exceptionally, bar to prosecute. All right, the next document we have is a method in CAU codes document. We know the victim. So we'll scroll to an investigation. All right, there was nothing on that document. The next document we have is a canvas. This was submitted on May 24th, 2020 at 12:43 hours. All right. Here we are. Yep. All right, we'll read the investigation. Starting here. On May 6, 2020, the reporting detectives was assigned by Sergeant Roney of the Area 1 Violent Crime Section to investigate a homicide that occurred near 56 in Indiana. The reporting detective and assisting detectives traveled to this crime scene located at 5536 South Indiana and proceeded to canvass the area. The following interviews should be considered summaries only and not verbatim statements. Right. 1. Information refused, claimed to be asleep. 1. Female, black, 60, heard gunshots, did not see anything, later came outside after police personnel were already on the scene and observed the victim. Female, black, 71, heard approximately 3 to 4 gunshots, did not see any cars or people fleeing. Redacted, was not aware there was a victim of the shooting. Right. Did not see or hear anything, but he heard gunshots. Black, female, black, 19, she heard gunshots. A female, black, 41, heard a man, redacted, heard 6 to 7 gunshots, then heard a man yell. All right. A male, black, 14, observed the victim from the porch. Female, black, 50s, not home at the time. Female, black, 40s, refused. Heard about 5 gunshots that sounded close, did not see anything. So it seems to be pretty consistent. All right, this is a progress violent scene report. This was submitted on May 24th, 2020 also. Let's get down to an investigation here. All right, we have wanted male, black, 20s, 5 feet 11, 2, 6 feet tall, with a low haircut. All right, we know the victim's injuries. We know the vehicle used. All the evidence listed. Scrolling past witnesses. Get into an investigation. All right, and we will start here. The reporting detective and assisting detectives traveled to the crime scene and upon arrival observed police personnel on the 5500 block of South Indiana in a vacant lot. The reporting detective observed the crime scene was just west of Indiana, which was a one-way street that ran northbound and consisted primarily of residential structures and vacant lots. Michigan Avenue, the street directly to the west, ran southbound and consisted mainly of residential structures and vacant lots. The main road directly to the north of the crime scene, all right, was Garfield Boulevard. I think we read this. Yep, we read this part already. Okay, and we know he had the tattoo of Monster and the iPhone was there. All right, this might be a duplicate. All right, let's see. Redacted heard gunshots. Redacted observed a male black running northbound on Indiana from the vacant lot. Redacted described the black male as a dark-skinned, short hair, wearing a white t-shirt, blue jeans, and a mask. Redacted stated that black male entered a white SUV parked. Redacted related he did not observe damage or tents on the SUV. Detective Reef interviewed Redacted. The following account provided Redacted should be considered a summary only and not a verbatim statement. Redacted heard 4 to 5 gunshots. Redacted described Redacted observing 2 unknown black males running northbound on Indiana. Redacted saw the same 2 black males running to a waiting white Dodge Journey parked just north of his residence. Redacted described the first suspect as a black male approximately 20 years old, 5 feet 11 to 6 feet tall, with a low haircut. All right, so someone saw them running away. They were parked near his house. Upon returning to Area Central Assigned detectives and members of the ATC team conducted additional research into the White Dot's journey mentioned by witnesses. The reporting detective learned from ATC personnel that pod number 7304, located at 201 East Garfield Boulevard, had captured a white Dodge Journey with noticeable damage on the rear passenger bumper traveling northbound on Indiana at 11:27:07 hours. The white Dodge proceeded through the intersection and westbound on Garfield Boulevard. This investigation should be considered ongoing at the time of this report. All right. The next document we have is a lab report that was submitted September 10th, 2020. This is, all right, we have an investigation. This is a DNA association report submitted by the DNA unit. Excuse me. All right, we have victim Dequarion Goodwin. Okay. Victim suspect. So oral swabs and a dark green knit hat recovered from rear patio. The laboratory will calculate statistics for above association upon agency request. Okay, so they're just requesting to process those two items. All right, going to the next one, we have November 23rd, 2020, document submitted, which is a progress report. All right, and we have some evidence. They got some optical discs. Says Area 1 Technology Center members were requested to assist the homicide investigation documented under listed RD number on May 6, 2020 by the investigating detective. ATC members visited the following locations in an attempt to recover video in assistance of the investigation. So they recovered various videos from different places. All right, they got footage. This is a lab follow-up document that was submitted on November 27th, 2020. Okay. All right, the reporting detective is generating this supplementary report for the sole purpose of acknowledging CODIS Association number 23461 relating to records division number redacted. At the time of this report, the results of said CODIS hit have no relevance to this investigation. This investigation should be considered ongoing. All right, and the next document we have is a M.O.B report that was submitted May 11th, 2020. All right, and we have an external examination. We have a gunshot wound, enter upper left chest with an exit to the upper right back, and a gunshot wound, enter and exit the right wrist. Internal examination, a fragmented bullet was recovered. All right, and here we have an autopsy report for a Dequarion Goodwin, and here we can see the enter and exit wounds. All right, we have inventory documents here. There's really nothing of note on here that we haven't seen. As you can see, it's just evidence documenting and record keeping. More record keeping. All right. This is the ballistics. It says a preliminary evaluation of the cartridge case was performed, and it was determined that Exhibit A1 is consistent with having been fired in a firearm capable of firing .40 caliber and S&W ammunition. All right. So they ran ballistics. Sample for the oral swabs. Okay. Okay, let's see. All testing was performed at the location listed in the header of this document. The notes packet appendix to this report available in pre-log contains detailed information on the methods used, dates of testing, and environmental conditions associated with the analysis if applicable. All evidence submitted to the laboratory will be returned upon completion of all service requests. There's the appendix. All right, next document we have is a Forensic Science Center of Chicago. It's a laboratory report for DeQuarion Goodwin, oral swabs from him. Sample oral swab in the dark green knitted hat. DNA, oral swab. All right, we have a criminal history report for one DeQuarion Goodwin. All right, and some of his arrest report there. And now we have a one Jamal Moore listed criminal history report, and he is listed as a convicted felon. Scrolling down to the end of this document, potentially just going through his charges. All right, we have an arrest report for this person, Jamal Moore. All right, he was arrested on 5926 West 63rd. The charges are murder in the first degree. All right, and the victim is listed as DeQuarion. All right. Get to the narrative. In summary, above offender placed in custody for the above charges in that he was positively identified via video surveillance, vehicle information, and cellular phone data as an active participant in the shooting death of victim DeQuarion Goodwin on May 6, 2020, reported under RD number listed. Arrestee was located, his identity verified, and he was placed into custody and transported to A1 for further processing. His gang affiliation is Gangster Disciple. All right, and that takes us down to the end of the first document we have. I'll pull up the second document here in a second. All right, we have the second document here. You can see part 2. This is a leads response, and it is completely redacted. So we'll scroll down, page 2 of 3. This is page 3 of 3, all redacted. A new set of pages, page 1 of 1 is redacted. Another all redaction. I'm just going to scroll until we get through some unredacted parts, or get to some unredacted parts. Okay. We have photo evidence 5/8/2020. Seems to be this is the Dodge Journey. It's potentially that they got caught on camera. Yep. Okay. They had spotted that on the surveillance. Addresses are based on the GPS coordinates. All right. This was the 6. All right. And they got him here too as well. Sure if that's before or after. I think it's before the homicide. All right, getting down into the documents. Wow, it's a lot of redaction. I try to scroll kind of quickly. All right, let's see if we can rotate this one. All right, and that is just a Jamal Moore right there. As for that murder charge, investigatory stop report. So I guess then they pulled the car over. BWC incident. In summary, responding officers observed the listed subject driver of the listed vehicle in violation of MCC 10.8.480C, casting refuse liquid from vehicle at approximately 5800 South Prairie Avenue when the subject casted a cardboard McDonald's chicken nugget box out of the driver's side window and onto the public way. Responding officers also observed listed vehicle was in violation of MCC 94250B, obstruction of driver's view, because of a cloth mask hanging from the driver's windshield rear view mirror. Responding officers curbed listed vehicle at above listed location. Responding officers called a vehicle that was listed and seeking to identify. excuse me. That was an exact match to the make, model, color, and rear passenger side bumper damage as the above listed vehicle. The vehicle in the post was used in homicide under RD number listed. Responding officers notified detectives of stop. Responding officers collected information of all vehicle occupants, 3 total. In front passenger side seat was redacted and rear passenger side seat was redacted. Related that redacted subject used the vehicle. All name checks came back clear, no warrants or warrants. All right. Yep, this is the same report there. It just lists that Jamal Moore is the driver of that white Dodge Journey. All right, we have another narrative. Redacted. In summary, redacted. Working in conjunction with Area 1, Detective Division received information regarding an officer safety alert documented under 2020 OSA-128. Alert consisted of a vehicle wanted in connection with a homicide which occurred at location of 5534 South Indiana Avenue, documented under RD number listed. On today's date, responding officers observed documented vehicle traveling westbound on Jackson Boulevard approaching Central Park Avenue. Vehicle subsequently curbed at the location of 4204 West Jackson Boulevard. Redacted. Above driver, when asked by responding officers, gave consent to exit vehicle and have officers search automobile. As a result of search, miscellaneous receipt from vehicle were recovered in inventory. BT 1122 police officers on scene to document the traffic stop on officer worn body camera. All right. Check conducted, and it was determined driver possessed a valid driver's license. Driver, when asked, refused ISR receipt documenting traffic stop. Driver subsequently sent on his way. So it seems they were like tailing that guy or something with the. That's interesting. They had some criminal history reports there. This is another investigatory stop document. This is the chicken nugget situation again. Okay, and here we have the search warrants for Facebook to get their usernames. And they get the judge to sign off on all that stuff. All right. Just scrolling through. Just states the investigation that they are doing, and they assume that the Dodge Journey, and the judge signs off on it. All right. Complaints for a search warrant. So, it's a Sprint as well. So a lot of search warrants here. Verifying is currently assigned to investigate the homicide. Okay. Yep. I mean, these are all search warrants. All right. So we got some handwritten progress reports here. Not really legible. Seems to be canvas maybe. That's like scribbled maybe 3 shots. 40 caliber. Shot spotter. Victim goes into store. Victim exits store. 2 male. 1 exit house. Not sure. And then redacted. Then Impala westbound on 57th Street. Impala turned and something back. Oh, turned and back southbound Wabash. Okay. So they're tracking the movements of that vehicle. All right, and this is the canvas document with their handwritten notes. Yep. Looks out front after shots, sees something van and another parked vehicle, both occupied. Redacted. Officers on scene. He was on back porch and observed the body. Wow. got a description here. Male 1, white t-shirt, blue jeans with a mask. Or canvas. All right, we're just scrolling through these handwritten notes here. And these are just witness statements. Right. Says the male 1, black knit hat, black sweatshirt, hood was down, red, the hood was down underneath. So he had 2 hoodies. He was face down. And this is the angle. The victim had a black hat, tattoo monster on neck, face on chest. Okay. This is some evidence documentation. He told me okay, let me see. Not sure, heard something, redacted, I'm something, if something today, he told me his friends did it. If does his phone died today? I don't know. All right, on scene, and they have their cameras listed that they were trying to get a hold of, which ultimately I think they did actually get in this case here. I'm just scrolling through some redactions. Jamal Moore and Dad in the Dodge. And this guy's all in this case. They actually put a star next to his name right here. Okay. They were really trying to pin a murder on him, it seems. Spoke to resident. No, that's more than canvas. All right. And if I'm scrolling too fast, I apologize. I kind of skim read. Like I can kind of quickly brief over some of this stuff. So if I'm going too fast, I apologize. All right, this is the pod. I should say I tend to skim read. All right. Between cars and duck down. Got something in. Yeah, it's hard to read. All right. And they got pod cameras here as well. I think that's going to take us down to the end of that document, end of this document as well. Yep. In fact, this is the 3rd document. I know I said that was it, but that is not it. My apologies, man. Trying to cut you guys short, and I'm not doing any parts, man. We're gonna knock this one out right here, man. Like I said, rest in peace to M.O.B. Dex, man. This is the 3rd and final document in his homicide report. All right, so here we go. So this is another progress report. All right, and another handwritten progress report. Verbally something understood and waived his rights. It seems they were interviewing individuals here. Okay, not really much there. Felony review notified, so they were notifying the review, ASA. All right, next document we have is a social media exploitation SOMEX team intelligence report. This might be one of the first ones I've seen. It says action taken, Facebook preservations. Detailed narrative. Right, on May 8th, 2020, Detective Evangelides sought assistance from the area central SOMEX team regarding a homicide investigation. The victim in this case is DeQuarion Goodwin, redacted. A request was made to determine if information regarding this case is on social media. Responding detectives was advised a suspect vehicle was identified, redacted on the 26th of January 2020. Jamal Moore, redacted, have been stopped in the vehicle, redacted. The registered owner, redacted. In an attempt to locate social media attributed to Moore, redacted, responding detectives reviewed redacted. In this case, Moore was named a suspect and a Facebook moniker redacted was attributed to him. Using open source access, responding detectives located the Facebook account redacted. Redacted left. The last pictures posted to this account was 17th of February 2020. Responding detectives observed this account on May 12, 2020 under case number listed. The person in photo shows a strong resemblance to Jamal Moore's Illinois Department of Corrections parole photo. So they're saying that this photo over here resembles one of these photographs here. All right. Another redacted post made April 13, 2017. The hairstyle strongly resembles that of Moore, redacted under a CPD photo May 5th, 2016, under CB number listed. And I don't know what this is here. These devil horns or something? I have no clue. Another Facebook account was located, redacted. The last public post that RD viewed was from April 21st, 2020. The Facebook intro says, "It's been about Duke since 2010. Ain't shit changed. 4 emojis." Below left. Reporting detectives preserved this account on May 12, 2020 under M number listed. One photo even appears on both Facebook accounts, redacted above right and redacted below second row right, posted September 29th, 2019. So they're tying all these posts together, it seems. And that is a Facebook profile picture there that they got. And they just subpoena Facebook, and Facebook just gives them whatever they want, you know. All right. We have more Facebook posts. The Facebook account redacted above is Facebook friends with redacted, circled in red, URL redacted. The last public post to this account was March 15, 2020. The Facebook intro in an obscure font reads redacted and 4 emojis. Below left. Reporting detectives preserved the account on May 12, 2020 under case number listed. The person in photo shows a resemblance to Jamal Moore, redacted in his Illinois Department of Corrections photo. Let's see here. They located another Facebook account. The last public post observed on the account was November 21st, 2018. They preserved the account on the 12th of May, 2020. The account was from Chicago, joined in November 2018. At this time, reporting detectives was not able to ascertain if the account is related to redacted. Reporting detectives observed a post by redacted who was shot and killed while redacted. Capture image and comments, page 4. Redacted. We got some redacted photos there. All documented posts were public. Not all posts from aforementioned account were memorialized, only those with substantive postings. Reporting detectives provided Detective Evangelides with the information. Screen captures were transferred to a disk in inventory. Not all captured images are memorialized on this document. Copies of the disk were produced for the investigation. Got some inventory sheets here. It says on May 7th, 2020, Detective Evangelides sought assistance from Area Central SOMEX team regarding a homicide investigation. The victim in this case is DeQuarion Goodwin, redacted. A request was made to determine if information regarding this case is on social media and if there is a Facebook account regarding Goodwin, locate and preserve that account. Okay, and it says the reporting detectives was able to locate Facebook account DeQuan Goodwin. You have the URL. Image. Using open source access, responding detectives located the redacted and post was made that reads redacted. DeQuarion Goodwin, 22, was shot and killed in the 5500 block of South Indiana, Washington Park neighborhood, South Side on May 6, 2020. Seen, heard anything, tip at cpdtip.com. Our condolences, redacted below left. Here are those photos. A public comment posted a condolence to redacted. Learn from under the from further posted condolences, Goodwin has the nickname redacted. Below nickname circled in. One shared comment to the redacted with a hyperlink to the Facebook account below. Okay. And that looks to be copies. Okay, we've seen that one already as well, and that one. So they pretty much got all this information on them, man. Let's scroll back up. I think I saw something here. Reporting detectives observed a post by Redacted, who was shot and killed while in Blackgate this morning. So, potentially killed in Blackgate territory. All right. And they got all of this from Facebook postings, just FYI as well, that we note that. All right, this seems to be the Dodge Journey image. Another Dodge Journey image. Other one. Okay. And they're scrolling. They have an event chronology here that is redacted. More redactions. All right. We have a Chicago Police Department event query report that is redacted. Another one. Okay. Says on June 1st, 2020, spoke with Vin Phone. Not sure what that is. Okay. And we're just going to scroll down so we can get to the end if this is it. It seems we have a bunch of redactions. We have here. Oh, okay. Exceptionally clear, open homicide. Bar to prosecute. On May 6, 2020, at 5536 South Indiana, victim Dequarion Goodwin was shot and killed while walking through a vacant lot. Witnesses related that the offenders ran to a white Dodge Journey, entered the vehicle, and fled the scene. Investigation revealed that the vehicle to be a 2018 Dodge Journey registered redacted Moore. Data warehouse searches revealed that Jamal Moore had been stopped previously in that vehicle. Further investigation discovered social media pages and a phone number linked to Moore. Search warrants were executed and the data analyzed. The cellular phone location data for Moore's phone was consistent with the movement of the Dodge Journey as seen throughout the day of May 6, 2020 on various recovered videos, and placed Moore near the murder at the time of the incident. Information gathered from the search warrants on Moore's Facebook account revealed that the day after the murder, Moore posted on one of his pages, MFers love coming on my block on that op stuff. Now look, F the ops and they dead homie. On May 13, 2021, Moore was arrested and brought to Area 1 for processing. Moore verified his phone number and stated that he had Facebook accounts but would not provide the screen names to detectives. Moore refused to answer any further questions without an attorney. Felony Review was contacted and apprised of the facts of the case. ASA Williams rejected murder charges due to the inability to prove accountability. Based on the facts of this investigation, it is the contention of the R/LT and the investigating detectives that the investigation has proven that Moore and other unidentified co-offenders had participated in the shooting death of Goodwin. However, due to the rejection of charges by the CCSAO, this case should be considered exceptionally cleared open, bar to prosecute. Signed, and that's it. All right, now that's the end, y'all. Rest in peace to M.O.B. Dex, man. Hit that subscribe button and thumb up the video, as that's what get my videos out to everybody else, man. Have a great day. Peace.